40% of live music venues in the UK have permanently closed down in the last 4 years. George Fleming founded media and events organisation Save Our Scene in 2020 to shine a light on the state of the live music industry.
Venues are actually finding it harder now than they were during the pandemic, because at least then there was support for the sector. Independent spaces are being closed down at a rate never seen before, and a lot of these spaces are actually thriving, busy venues which aren't struggling to get people through the door. It's just that they can't afford to keep going.
The cost of living crisis has had an effect on people up and down the country, but the live music industry has taken an especially big hit. 2023 was the worst year yet for grassroots music venues, with 125 closing their doors. Tim Perry runs independent venue The Windmill, Brixton.
Everything goes up. You know what it's like as an individual. If you just multiply that a bit, and that's what business costs are going up by. The top's getting fat and the bottom's struggling, Things are just harder at the bottom end, and yet this is where, production comes from.
Many are calling for the government to cut VAT to 12.5% to help struggling venues, but Tim says those at the top of the industry need to be held accountable to save live music's future.
The giant multinational corporations could just put an extra £1 on a ticket, and the people who are paying £75 for a ticket at an arena aren't going to mumble about an extra £1. I think most music fans would realise that, the headliner didn't come from outer space. They actually worked their way up through other smaller venues. So VAT is great, but I think there is a money tree within the music industry that could be plucked.
But it's not just live music's future at stake with these closures, but also people's safety.
All it's doing is creating this rise in illegal underground parties where there's not the same sort of safety provisions in place. And that's something which we highlight through doing our pop-up events. But they're really to highlight, look, either preserve the spaces where it's safe for people to dance, or expect a huge rise in illegal raves, which is actually just going to make the authorities' lives a lot more difficult.